Howdy, y'all. Wyatt here with Cowboy Whiskey Adventures, and I got another bottle review for you when we get back. Well, welcome back in. Wyatt here with Cowboy Whiskey Adventures, and I have a bottle review for you. I have Pursuit United Double Oaked Bourbon. Now, I've heard good things and bad things about this, so I had to get one and try it for myself. And the reason why I think some people are kind of talking a little negative about it is that Pursuit United is basically a company that takes a bunch of different bourbons from different states, different mash bills, different aging, and it kind of works on blending them all together to make something unique. And I'm all about unique. I mean, to me, that just gives you more of a variety of things to choose from. Kind of like your drinkware. Hey, I got these super awesome spinner glasses on Amazon, which are kind of a novelty. I mean, I just saw them and was like, wow, how in the heck? It's something different. I mean, you can throw your whiskey or your bourbon in it and just kind of showcase it before you're giving it off to your friends, or even if you want to put a little air in it, and spin it around a bit. They're super cool. I really like them. And I'm going to post a link to them down there on the information about tonight's stream. I might even use them. Who knows? Anyway, getting back to Pursuit United Double Oaked. Now, this particular bourbon is made of Pursuit United's signature mash build. Now, they took their mash build and they put it in an additional barrel and aged it for 36 months with medium toasted staves at about 108 proof. Now, I poured the first part of this into my infinity bottle, of course, and the rest I've had sitting in this Glen for a little bit here because I didn't want to do a fresh crack on it, because I feel like I don't really get the full amount of nose or flavor out of it when you pour it directly out. I feel like you kind of give it a little bit of air first. And I don't know, everybody's different. Some people like to do it directly out of the bottle. But I've found for me that if you let it sit in here for a little bit, then give it just a little bit of time to air out, it kind of opens up a little bit. So the nose on this is really nice. It's not real strong or real harsh. It's not ethanol forward at all. But I, you do get a definite char out of it. So, which is the double oaked. Some people like Troy say it smells like a dirty sock, but I don't think so at all. I actually get a little bit of vanilla out of it and some traditional kind of like bourbon notes, I guess, but you definitely get the heavy char of oak out of it. Now, a lot of people, when you say double oak, they automatically think of Woodford Reserve double oaked, and that seems to be kind of the signature for a lot of people. Mine, preferably, is the Old Forrester 1910. I like it a lot better as a double oak than Woodford Reserved, but some people will argue with me on that. But this one here, it does have a nice nose on it, and it's definitely got some good legs on it. Sticks to the glass really well. So I like to think of that. Now, some people will probably disagree with me that it's like oily, I guess. I don't know. I'm no bourbon expert, but I have found the ones that tend to stick to a glass a little bit better than the others tend to linger on the palate a little more or on your tongue a little bit more, and they have a little bit better flavor and it lasts a little bit longer. So I'm kind of curious how this is gonna actually taste. So I'm gonna throw it back and we'll just see what it goes with, huh? Definitely has some warmth going down. The 108 proof. Sweetness when I first took a taste of it, I didn't really get a whole lot of anything else. Just a little bit of sweetness. Now that it's kind of set on my tongue for a minute, definitely has a little bit of an aftertaste. Don't know what that is, but it's kind of maybe a little caramel, just a little bit, not much. I am going to add some water to it here in just a second, just see if that opens it up just a little bit more. But I'm going to take one more now that I'm kind of got a little bit of it on the tongue to see if it tastes any different. The definite traditional bourbon notes on it. It's definitely a little bit thicker. It does stick to your tongue really well. I almost get kind of a root beer, like a A&W root beer, like taste at the very beginning of it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's definitely it's decent a decent sipper. Neat, very nice. It's something I would definitely like to share with some friends. And I'm gonna throw a little bit of water in this thing. Just to see if I can lighten it up a little bit. Just a hair though, not much. We'll see if that opens her up a hair. Don't yell at me because I threw water in it. Almost like a burnt marshmallow. Kind of right around that is what I would call it. Definitely. Well, sorry if you can hear that. That's the background, folks. Yeah. We'll try it here. So when you add water to it, it gets way sweeter, I think, and it's got definitely more of like a thick caramel on the end of it, like one of those square caramels that you would get and eat, kind of along that lines. Uh, Takes the heat off when you add a little bit of water to it, I think, and man, definitely a good double oaked. I would definitely rate this pretty high. I don't really have a rating yet. A lot of people have been telling me that I need to get some kind of a rating scale on it. So I'm thinking of something a little bit more on the lines of, you know, my own rating scale. I don't have one yet, but I am working on one, so I'll get it down. Everybody's got their own way of doing it. I just don't have mine down yet. If I was to say a rating scale, oh, I like it. That's about all I can really say is I like it. I would go maybe a little bit further and say something else, but I don't really, like I said, I really don't have a rating scale on it. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to try it, I mean, I think it's definitely worth a pickup, especially if you like the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked or the Old Forrester 1910. I think it rates right there with them. As good as them? No, I don't think it's as good as 1910. Would I buy another bottle of it? Probably not. Just because I think there's others out there that are cheaper than this that are just as good, if not better. So this bottle was about 75. So I know I can get Woodford Reserve Double Oaked here for about 55 and the 1910 for about 61. So I would definitely one that I wouldn't pick up again. But you know, if it was given to me, I definitely wouldn't turn it down. And I will enjoy it, but I'll share it as well. Hey, this is Wyatt with Cowboy Whiskey Adventures saying, we'll see you in the daylight. Cheers, my friend. It's pretty good.